This Notion page is like having a to-do list
on steroids.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's so good to have you here. In today's video I'm going to give you a Notion tour where I'm going to show you how I organize my life. I use Notion for personal and work to-do lists, as well as for budget tracking, grocery, reading lists, to plan my year, and work as well. I use Notion pretty much for everything. So let's get on with the video. So this is my main Notion page, which the theme is anime. And it's going to be the current theme throughout all Notion pages. The start of the page has a yearly quote. For 2022, I chose "Success comes from curiosity, concentration, perseverance, and self-criticism" by Albert Einstein. This keeps me on track to keep going and be a better version of me. After that, I have the word "rose," which means rate of self-evolution, basically the rate of your growth. Once again, this comes hand in hand with a quote from Albert Einstein to just remind me to keep working and improving myself. Onto the side of it, I just have an anime gif, which I found
incredibly cute,
and a clock, which is like the planets going around the sun, and it quickly tells me the time and the day of the week. I love it aesthetically. Below it, I have a part of my to-do lists. As you can probably tell, I do love a to-do list. I completely use it all the time, especially when I feel like I need to get it together. So, to the left, I have my personal to-do list. Like if I had to go to a dentist appointment and it would be today, it would show there. Then, onto the right is my work to-do list. In this case, it has to do with an Etsy shop I am planning on creating, and these work a little bit different. They are more of what I have to do in general, like the next few steps that I have to do, than what I have to do particularly today. For last, and not the least, I have the most important part of my main page, because it has all the information of my life. This is like my brain dumped into Notion, and it's divided in two groups, the personal and the work group. So, let's start with the personal. The first page that appears is getting shit done.
This Notion page is like having a to-do list
on steroids.
This is where I add everything I have to do in my life. So let's take a look. To start, I have a toggle list to just add documents or resources if I need it in relation to what I have to do. Now, to the main part of this page. It starts with a section that is called Inbox, which is basically where I just brain dump everything I have to do, and then, as I'm filling it, the different properties, and probably together with my calendar, I just start organizing it. The next part is overdue. This is basically if I have a due date and I did not complete the task in time, it will go to this part of the page automatically. For me, this is quite helpful because I can quickly see which tasks I am procrastinating or having like an unrealistic time frame. This way I can just see it, think about it, and give it a more adequate timeline. Afterwards, I have the today's focus, which is a table that shows me all the tasks I have to do today. This way I can quickly look and see what are the things that I have to do and go through the priority property to see which one is more urgent. Then I have this week's section. This is a broader view of today's focus, which shows me not only what I have to do today, but also this upcoming week. Right after, I have the calendar view of all my tasks for the month. This particularly helps me to have a monthly view of my tasks. For me, this is one of the sections I like the most because
at a glance,
I can see which days are going to be busier and or if I have any days off to just enjoy myself. Right below it, there is a section called On the Radar, which just shows all the tasks of the upcoming month in a list view. But if I can be honest with you guys, this is not a section that I pay that much attention to, just because I prefer the calendar view. For last, and not the least, I have a Sunday section. As it says here, this is for the tasks that I do not have a date, because it just needs some more planning. It will show here. This way, I will not forget it, even though I don't have a date for it yet. Finally, in the end of this page, I just have a completed toggle list, which just compiles all the completed tasks into this one section. And right below it, I just have my databases, like tasks and life area table. Now, after getting shit done page, I have groceries. Again, very much anime themed. On this page, I basically have my grocery list, which I personally divided into 3 categories. The essential, have to have, and nice to have. Essential is the stuff I cannot live without, like milk or meat or water. Have to have is for the stuff that are not essential for the day-to-day, but I use it every single day, like my facial serums or like coffee, stuff like that. Then, nice to have is the section for the stuff that I do not particularly need it, but it would just be nice if I had it. A good example would be a matcha latte maker. Then, the middle section is just a toggle list of each section I mentioned before, but completed. Finally, in the end of this page, I just have a section for recipes and recipe ingredients, so that if I find any that I really like or that I want to save, I just have a section for it. To be honest with you, I haven't filled it out this year, but hopefully 2023 I'll start bringing recipes in here. The next page is my budget tracker page. This page I just started using it recently, so I don't have that many months in here, but it's something I hope I will keep doing in 2023. So this page starts straight away with just a plus next month button, which if you click on it, it will quickly add some tables where you can just put some values on it. Then I just have my archive for each month, which for 2022 I have October, November and December. I also have already created a section for 2023, which currently only has January. Next is my reading list. Here I have all the books that I'm reading or that I've read. I have this first part that is divided into 3 sections: reading, ready to start, and finished. Reading is the ones that I'm reading now, which currently are Maybe Someday by Colin Hoover and Atomic Habits by James Clear. The ready to start section is the books that I've bought but currently are on the shelf, just waiting for me to finish the ones that I'm reading. And then I have the finished section, which can explain itself. Right below it, I also have a table that shows all the books that I've read, but also the rating for them, the author, and the year that I've read them, or I'm going to finish reading them. Finally, I just have my reading wish list and the reading list database. The next page in our tour is a more long-term planning, which is the yearly planning page. This is quite an important page for me. This page starts by having a word for the year. In this case, it's perseverance. Right below it, it has the meaning of it and also my intention of this year. Right beside it, I have my quarterly goals for 2022. This quickly shows my top 3 priorities for that quarter, but also it has a section of each month. Below it, I have a review section that helps me think about what I liked, learned, lacked, and also what I longed for. For each month, it first shows the quarter goals and then the 3 priorities for that month. After it, I have a section that is called Month in Review, which is exactly like the quarterly review. This section helps me quite a lot in order to have a better understanding of what happened that month, but also what I could do to improve in the future. Now, it is the resolutions page. This page is quite special to me because I swear it always puts a smile on my face every time I open it. The feeling is just so warm. This page starts with a section for next year, like things that I want to do or try or learn, as well places that I want to visit. I like this because it helps me remember that it's okay if I don't get to do certain things, because I always have next year, that I have time to accomplish them.
So what my life is running out?
Even though technically it is. Now, below it, I have the same thing but for this year, 2022. My accomplishments, the place that I visited, music, TV shows, movies, but also things that I never tried before, or that I have learned, and new habits that I've built. I keep this section quite close to my heart, you guys, because this quickly shows me the good moments of this year, that even though there were low moments, there were many, many highs. Then, I have the highlight reel, just in case I want to add any crucial photo of a certain moment of the year. And right below it, I have the archive of previous years. Then, as finally the final page of my personal section, I have Life Mood Board. This page is just a collage of pictures that are just some of significance to me or that I would like to have or accomplish. I think I changed this somewhat often, you guys, but there are pillars that I don't change, like images of art or travel, because those are the things I don't want to stop doing. Like a subconscious reminder. Now, for the work section, the first page is content creation. This is where all the information for my social media is stored. This is where I have my upload schedule, or I have my information database, which is what I use to create documentation when I do not know how to do something and I have researched about it. However, due to privacy, I'm not going to show you the YouTube and Instagram page, but basically that's where I put my content ideas and my to-do list for each video or post. And that is all for this page. Then it's the Etsy shop nest, which once again, I'm sorry you guys, but I'm not gonna show you for privacy reasons. But this is where I brainstorm about product ideas, where I have my policies and business strategy. Everything related to Etsy is in there. Finally, I have my documents page. This is quite an important page for me because Notion is one of the places I store my essential documents, and I have them organized because once I upload them, I can access them on my computer, iPad, or even on my phone, which always comes quite handy. Once again, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to show you each one of these sections. However, I have divided this page into 3. Personal, which is where I keep my documents related like to my house, hospital, or insurance. Work document is where I keep my contract and stuff like that. And then school is where I keep both my college and university documents. Anything related to school is in there. Well guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video.